bud. How's she going?
This week on isletunes, it's death metal to pop to rap and current tracks to 1986, all featuring the Umbrella Collective, Nudie, Obampile SAB, and Haywire. Yous ready, PEI? Let's get her done! How's she going, Prince Edward Island? I am your host, Adam Michael James, and you are listening to isletunes for the week of September 22nd, 2024. This portion is sponsored by Technomedia. I am back from Los Angeles, and instead of recording in my rental car like I did there for the last episode, I am back isletuning from my couch, from which I may never rise. Does it have to be so comfortable? Speaking of comfortable, I want to publicly thank my friends of nearly 30 years, Dan and Navaz Hurd, for putting me up during my recent trip to Lala and for making me comfortable. Try running that through Google Translate, y'all. So there is much to catch up on, including replies to artists who have reached out to me about having their music played up in here. I haven't forgotten. If you're also in a band or you're a solo artist who's like, hey, getting my songs on isletunes would actually be pretty friggin' cool, hit me up at amj@isletunes.ca or 902-807-4250. Now that I'm home, my response time will be much faster. Well, after I finish this episode, that is. And what an episode it's gonna be. You think I lied, but I so do not. And I will prove it by making you feel you've been to a nudie show. No, not the kind with less clothes and more baby oil. I mean nudie, as in PEI's very own Neo Honky Tonk Troubadour. He started playing as early as 1988, and with his band Nudie and the Turks, released 2 albums and basically stalked Willie Nelson until they got a chance to play with Willie's band. Talk about on the road again. In 2012, the Turks broke up, but Nudie put out some solo albums soon after. And if you're wondering why the Nudie name, it's an homage to Nudie Cohn, the Ukrainian-American designer who crafted all those rhinestone-encrusted suits for country greats like Hank Williams Sr., Johnny Cash, and many others, including Canada's Hank Snow. Ironic that a man with a name implying nude was actually famous for putting clothes on people. Then there's our Nudie, famous for putting PEI on the honky-tonk map. Here's an example of why. I'm tired of living with no fun, from Nudie's 2013 album Remember This. And remember, you're hearing it on isletunes.
I'm tired of living with no fun, just trying to get the job done. When I'm away, I toe the line. Sometimes I wonder why I'm trying. Long distance minutes click away. You ask, where were you yesterday? Where did you sleep? Where did you stay? Honey, I told you we were playing. We live on fast food, flaky cakes. I left your freezer full of steaks, champagne, wine, imported beer. It's lucky lager for us out here. Honey, it's hard, only a side too. Working one-nighters like we do, to bring home dresses, lingerie. I can't believe you think I'd stray. And then it happened. The thing she feared came true. I spent the night with someone new. One dark-haired beauty called my name. Only a fool would say that she was to blame. Now we're both free from all the ties that bind. Both of us will surely do a lot of crying. Without trust, we had no chance. Close the door on this romance. Now lipstick stains my cowboy shirt. When I get home, there'll be some hurt. But news came through, there'll be no home. She broke in a mailbox on my phone. Tales of smashed records on the floor. Nasty notes nailed to my door. I hope she finds the peace she seeks. I'm glad I'm gone for 6 more weeks.
Allez voir, de driver vite dans ton cœur. Si ta main fait juste toi, tu le fais pas ça, back mon garçon. J'ai des conneries en passant. Quand je t'ai vu parker en avant, la Legion au matin. Tu m'as passé back à l'auberge. Oh non, tu devrais pas faire de blanc. T'as pas même assez d'argent. Pis tu es trop cul quand tu fais ce stuff-là. Allez voir, de driver vite dans ton cœur. Si ta main fait juste toi, tu le fais pas ça, back mon garçon.
Advice from Aubin puis la SAB, that's Arrête voir or Stop Worry on iTunes from their 2022 debut album Ukulele. You gotta see the video for this, especially its devilish fiddle player. Seems their visual output is as janky, their word, as their audio output. Good thing for them too, since their efforts that fall under that adjective got them nominated for the Prix de l'Acadie Prize at this past spring's Music PEI Awards. Probably not a coincidence that the C-Can Band, that's what the SAB in Aubin puis la SAB stands for, will be on the Trailside Music Hall stage tomorrow, September 23rd, as part of Music PEI's Showcase PEI. Lots of 3-letter acronyms going on here. Island songstress Rachel Beck has been making quite the splash since her first album, a self-titled one, dropped in 2018. Its single Reckless Heart picked up a SOCAN #1 award and was named one of the top 100 Canadian songs of that year. Her second record, 2020's Stronger Than You Know, earned the Music PEI Award for Album of the Year. And while such accolades are wonderful, how about venturing beyond those toppers? Rachel's follow-up to all that was the single Dizzy, which came out in 2021. Last year, it got the Lee Rosevere treatment. In case you didn't know, Lee is an accomplished and prolific musician in his own right with a dizzying array of his own releases. That makes it even more appropriate that he remixed Rachel's track Dizzy. So if you're not quite ready for this display of musical vertigo, perhaps you best sit down. Ready or not, isletunes now brings you the combo of Rachel Beck and Lee Rosevere.
When you hold me, it's electric. I lose my head, I lose my cool. Every time we get too close, you're frantic. Oh, leave me feeling like a fool. I'm begging, darling, tell me what you wanna do. You got me dizzy, dancing circles round the truth. You only love me when I'm leaving, when I'm walking out the door, and you find the perfect words to keep me, make me believe that you want more. Do you want more? I'm begging, darling, tell me what you wanna do. You got me dizzy, dancing circles round the truth. I'm begging, darling, tell me what you wanna do. You got me dizzy, you got me dizzy, yeah. If all you want is to keep me waiting, I'm already gone, I'm already gone. If all you want is to keep me waiting, I'm already gone, I'm already gone. I'm begging, darling, tell me what you wanna do. You got me dizzy, dancing circles round the truth. I'm begging, darling, tell me what you wanna do. You got me dizzy, you got me dizzy, yeah, you got me dizzy, you got me dizzy. I'm begging, darling, tell me what you wanna do. You got me dizzy, you got me dizzy, yeah. You got me dizzy, you got me dizzy, yeah.
Rachel Beck with Lee Rosevere doing his remixing magic to her cut Dizzy on isletunes. Smooth, ain't it? Coming up, going into space with Buds, driving through Death Valley, and falling out of love with Haywire? Not a chance. The past of any place can often be haywire, but without it being so, we wouldn't have gotten to where we are now. Something to remember in this crazy-ass time of ours. Let's visit other times on the island via This Week in PEI History. September 23, 1918, the Charlottetown Guardian ran a quarter-page ad announcing the opening of Holman's Millinery in Summerside. For those not familiar with the term, a milliner is someone who makes and or sells women's hats. The word seems to have nothing to do with hats outside of it having origins in, quote, a vendor of fancy goods from Milan, unquote, as in Italy, a Milaner. Weird. As for Holman's, they promised the latest shapes and styles with the newest trimmings, though the September 23rd advertisement touted the grand opening as taking place on September 21st, 2 days after the opening. Did somebody's big ol' hat block the view of the calendar? September 25th, 1959, The Guardian heralded the development of what was being called the Highland College and Scottish Inn, to be built at the former site of a Georgetown hotel called the Highlands. It was meant to not only open Kings County up to unprecedented tourism, but offer professional instruction in Highland dancing, piping and drumming, plus Gaelic language and organized sports. I don't know if such accommodation was ever completed, though I would guess from my Google search about it coming up empty that it probably never got past the planning stage. Can any of y'all set me right? September 27th, 1894, the Daily Examiner recapped the third day of the Provincial Exhibition, which I take to mean the early version of what we now call Old Home Week. The paper was bummed that the, quote, very fine bright morning was followed by an afternoon somewhat cloudy and rather too windy for fast time in the races, unquote. They also reported that, quote, the trains today added largely to the crowd in Charlottetown. East and west the cars were well filled and thousands came in by carriages, unquote. I wonder if that wasn't an overstatement for publicity's sake, but I'll bet the considerable annoying delay caused by the late arrival of a Professor Craig whose task it was to judge livestock was likely spot on. Yo, this is PEI. You don't want to hold that stuff up, Prof. Hey, I don't want to hold up the acknowledgement of sponsorship over here, so that means that isletunes will be right back after this message snatch.
Looking to increase your digital presence? All you need is Technomedia. From branding to graphic design, website development, photography, social media campaigns, and more, Technomedia's got your back. With 30 years experience to back them up. Find them at technomediapei.com or call 902-368-3043. Technomedia. Let's create something together.
Hey, what's good? It's Joe from LaFunk. You're listening to isletunes.
I wanna be your one. I wanna be your shining sun. Come in and have some fun. Our night is almost done. I wanna be your man. I wanna be your shifting sands. Come on now, take my hand. You know the state I'm in. Don't tell me you say different, a little deep in your heart. Won't you say you want that right from the start? Decisions. I wanna be your muse. I wanna be understood, not confused. Well, don't you understand? I've got another man. Don't tell me you say it's always been deep in my heart. Don't you say you're not right for me from the start. From the start, I don't want to tell you something differently from what you know is true in your heart. I'm all crazy about you. I've been looking out for you since the start. It's decisions in my heart. It's decisions in my soul.
If you're gonna go into space, make sure it's with buds. Space Buds, that is, on iTunes with Decisions, which came out in April. They had some other songs on YouTube before that, and they've been playing tons of shows, frequently with Absolute Losers, but this track looks to be their first official release. The Buds are Paul Chasen on guitar and vocals, Connor Neighbors on drums, and Spencer Swain on bass. They got together in 2021, and while they won't commit to any one genre, which is cool, they do list themselves as an art rock band. Here's hoping they paint up some more singles soon like. It would seem that Sean Lush has always lived through the music, and not just because that's the theme of this next song you're going to hear. Sean's not only performed regularly with the Mi'kmaq Heritage Actors, but he's also released material through Shinobi. And then there's his solo work. His Spotify page is dotted with singles and this 2021 EP, Living Life Through Music, so you see there's a definite mantra there. With this almost title track, Living Through the Music, this is Sean Lush, and this is isletunes bringing him to you.
Yeah. Hey. Living life till the fullest on my couch. I'm just chilling here, spitting out my mouth. Hearing all the noise coming out the house. Through the speakers blaring outside the sound, ayy. And I'm making my way, scooting down the street like a meet and greet, but it's always incomplete. I've been missing all day, gotta sit back and lay, looking for a place to stay. You can take it my way. Take a minute, gotta grasp this moment. Chilling outside, living in the moment. Take a minute, gotta grasp this moment. And in this flow, man, I stole it. Living my dream every single day. Living through the music that I love to play. Living my dream every single day. Living through the music that I love to play. Yo, living my dream, well, I'ma stay this way. Everybody else has gotta get us on my brain. Living my dream every single day. Living through the music that I love to play. Gotta take a moment, sit back and look at the time. I was feeling this way since I was only 5. I was living in the moment since the day I arrived. Now my trust is broken from the people telling lies, putting on disguises. Surprise, looking right in the iris. Spent the moments walking all right by this. Now with that advantage, I'm the brightest. Living my dream every single day. Living through the music that I love to play. Living my dream every single day. Living through the music that I love to play. Yo, living my dream, well, I'ma stay this way. Everybody else has gotta get us on my brain. Living my dream every single day. Living through the music that I love to play.
isletunes F-bomb alert!
Another sleepless night as my subconscious is torturing me. Another night
Island rapper Explicit, getting explicit about her own battles with mental health on iTunes with Yes, The Battle from her 2017 record Underrated. She's not only fierce about shining a light on psychological wellness, she's determined to lift up fellow female rappers by encouraging them to take their place in the male-dominated genre. Explicit's most recent album, Trapped in My Head, earned her a nomination for Music PEI's Rap Hip Hop Recording of the Year for 2022. I personally can't wait for her to spit some more rhymes. Now, of course, you don't need me to tell you just how much fiddle music has come out of Cape Breton, or how much has been reinterpreted and or reinterpolated over the centuries. This ditty at least has a much less murky history than most. The Rosebud of Allenvale is referred to as an air, and it was composed by Scots fiddler J. Scott Skinner. It was published in 1922, and it was dedicated to his cousin Jessie MacDonald, who was the wife of James MacDonald. James was a gardener at Allenvale Cemetery in Aberdeen, so now you know where the title comes from. The interpretation you're about to hear comes from the capable hands of Jolene Saunier, who in 2000 was a young fiddler who had just released her first album, fittingly dubbed Debut. Her CD was tracked at the now presumably defunct Sandcastle recording studio out of Borden, Carlton, and while I couldn't find much in the way of info about Jolene herself, her music is documented for all time. This is The Rosebud of Allenvale, planted by Jolene Saunier, right here on iTunes. Jolene Saunier reaching back nearly a quarter century on iTunes with The Rosebud of Allenvale. Still to come, jams from the Umbrella Collective, Jazzguy, and have I mentioned Haywire yet? It's now officially fall, but that doesn't mean live shows stop on the island. So before you grab your pumpkin spice and selfies with changing leaves, take copious notes from the schedule known as Gigs to Dig across Prince Edward Island. Tomorrow, Monday, September 23rd, as I mentioned, it's Aubin puis la SAB playing Music PEI, Showcase PEI at the Trailside Music Hall. Also tomorrow, the 23rd, it's the Listener's Room featuring Harmony Wagner, Rob Drew, and Scott Parsons. They're at the Glen Allendale Schoolhouse in Trackety Cross. Wednesday, September 25th, it's the Ross Family. Kaylee presents Gone is the Kerosene Lamp. It's their final show, so if you want to make sure you catch that, they're at Florence Simmons Hall. Friday, September 27th, it's Cabby with Junk, Still Mad, and AMAC with DJ Alley Cat. They're all ripping it up at Howie's Loft in Charlottetown. Saturday, September 28th, Jeannie and Charles are at Upstreet Craft Brewing. And also happening on Saturday, it's Richard Wood's final show at the Stanley Bridge Hall, an evening of Celtic music, and you're not gonna want to miss that. Looking into next week, October already, October 4th, Lawrence Maxwell is at the Trailside, and there's a couple of summer series just getting into their final shows. Ladies of the Canyon featuring Brielle Ansems, Joss Rayome, and Alicia Toner and Keelan Wedge. They are playing selected dates through September 28th at Harmony House in Hunter River. And finally, it's two more shows for Two Tellers and Tunes with Gary Evans and Alan Buchanan featuring Courtney Hogan Chandler. They're playing September 23rd and 30th at King's Playhouse in Georgetown.
Hey, this is Julie Robeshow, and you're listening to isletunes.
Police and good. Love trap of
the driving death metal of Death Valley Driver on iTunes with a cut from their 2011 debut disc, Choke the River. That was Insect Dirge. If you're thinking, isn't that like a funeral dirge? You'd be right. A dirge is a lament for the dead or a mournful song or poem. I know I'll be rocking an insect dirge when it finally gets cool enough that all the bugs die off for the season. That means you too, earwigs, you bastards. As for Death Valley Driver, they got together in 2008. They being Rick Rumbold, Ryan P. Gallant, Ray Blaquier, Nick Doucette, and Dan Hodgson. Abbreviated as DVD, these thrashers won a Battle of the Bands contest also in 2011, for which they were rewarded the chance to open for Metallica at a music festival in Halifax. Though they haven't had a full-length album since 2013, they are still known to release singles here and there, the latest of which came in 2023. And just so you know, the band took the name Death Valley Driver from a wrestling move. Last year, the Umbrella Collective rained down on the island with their first album, Welcome to Studio UC, which is packed back to front with what's turning out to be a unique signature sound. This collective spans provinces, countries, genders, ages, and colors, and their musical fusion won them both 2024's Music PEI Rap Hip Hop Recording of the Year and R&B Soul Recording of the Year awards. Add Afrobeat to that list of genres. Now, they do tend to defy labels, and this offering certainly is a testament to that. Get ready for the Umbrella Collective and last year's SBP, an alphabet soup that requires another letter, as evidenced by this
iTunes F-bomb alert!
Hey, 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 hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey. Give me your beat. Shake all your shit. All power to all the people. You're fine, I'm fine, said everything's fine. I was born almost ready, good humans unite. I'm a good woman-sized woman, and my mama always said the only thing I have to do is say black and die. Something interesting might help us ask blocks, can't stop a good time. Can we just take that back? It's getting confusing for me too. Sassy black protagonist, I'm a stickler for the rules. Sassy black protagonist, I'm a stickler for the rules.
I'm fighting the good fight, my brother, would you stand with me? Trying to make more the crumbs they handed me. Puppet master ain't got a hand on me. That hand on your shit is abandoning me. Melanated proud black heroes don't wear capes because that shit corny. Being with the movement since day zero. On the front line if the cops come for me. Sorry, not sorry for the sass, I come with it. You get it if you get it. If you don't, then forget it. You with us if you with us, if not, then move. Got a little bit of patience, a whole lot of proof. Got a whole lot of proof, you can feel it in the face. You can feel it in the bones. I'ma need more space when I get it my zone. And she's standing on, we ain't gon' sit it. You see out here, finish. Yeah.
UC and SBP on the IT. That's iTunes, y'all. And that's also the Umbrella Collective with an acronym that spells out sassy black protagonist. Raise up those umbrellas. Now, I'm not unaware that I haven't brought you a fresh interview now for 4 episodes, and I do apologize. Between my trip to LA and the book I edited and designed for a fellow author before that, my day planner's been so busy, I haven't even had a chance to write in my day planner. I fully plan to get back to scheduling new chats with island artists of all descriptions, but in the meantime, instead of running an iTunes flashback interview as I've been doing, how about I attempt to make these reruns up to you with just more music instead? Y'all good with that? I certainly hope so. I got 3 more tunes for you. According to the island's Environment, Energy, and Forestry Department, the first coyote was known to be caught on PEI near Surrey in 1983. It would seem that, despite the island being, an island, coyotes managed to migrate here by crossing the Northumberland Strait when it was frozen over. The policy advising residents on how to deal with this population of carnivores says that coyotes are a fact of life here. And I would argue that this also applies to Coyote, a fun-loving pop rock outfit delivering arena funk jams and playing everything from backyard festivals to sold-out concert venues. They started their hunt on the island with their 2014 EP Proof of Life, and if this selection isn't proof of their categorical claims, then I don't know what is. Coyote wants you to experience some future love on iTunes.
Heartache bends and breaks. It takes a lot, but when it comes, it hits the spot. A portrait of your future love. The sunrise breaks, and we'll see the magic it makes. The magic it makes. Magic it makes. Magic it makes. Magic it makes. Heartache, give and take. It hurts a lot. She said, when I'm here and you're not, your portrait of your future rattles and shakes when you see the magic it creates right in front of me. The magic it makes. The magic it makes. The magic it makes. Heartache is gone away. In with love and out with the pain. Woke up today with a smile on my face. If you ask me why, I'll
dude, I love the 80s. That was the Totally Tubular Haywire on iTunes, examining what happens when you fall out of love. Has PEI, or even Canada as a whole, ever fallen out of love with Haywire? No. They got together in 1981 and were already touring the following year. They won a Battle of the Bands contest in 1985 and used the $10,000 in prize money to lay down an EP that got them named Canada's Best Group and signed to a record deal. Their first album, of course, was 1986's Bad Boys. You're sure to hear singles Bad Bad Boy, Standing in Line, and Shot in the Dark on Ocean 100 to this day, which is why I decided to hit yous with this album cut. Haywire released 3 more albums in 1987, 1990, and 1992. Though it's been 32 years since that final release, they do still put on live shows from time to time. Can you say comeback album, boys and girls and non-binaries? I knew you could. Aren't you glad we had Chaz Guai while we had him? The Montreal native came to the island in the 70s and formed Touch and Gone, which morphed into The Dogs. Plus, he holds the distinction of founding Back Alley Records in 1991, which you know is still operating today. After releasing an album with Birdhouse, he turned to solo outings with the release of Little City in 2009. Chaz might have left us for Ottawa by 2016, but not before he left us with the parting gift of his 2012 album, Promises. All this is an implied promise for me to play you something from this record, right? Well, that's one pinky swear I can definitely honor. This is Chaz Guai, and I dared myself on the one and only iTunes.
I dared myself to follow you, change my life completely. Nothing would get in my way, but common sense, a good reason to stay. So unpredictable and always alone. You take me along when you're falling down. Should have left a month ago, but I'm still here, I've got nothing to show. I've made my home for far too long, but I believe a change gonna come. So unpredictable and always alone. You take me along when you're falling down.
Chazguai on iTunes going back to 2012 with I Dared Myself. From all reports, he's still putting on live shows and making music in Ottawa. Bet we'll hear the result of him daring himself to make another album from there, huh? Speaking of daring, I dare you to tell me where you're going to find another place that brings PEI music together like this episode just brought you no less than a dozen island artists. I simply dare you. You can't do it, can you? You can't, but I can. So if you like what you're hearing and would like to support this show, you can donate through PayPal, link in the description, or chuck me some toonies through Patreon. That's at patreon.com/isletunes. Maybe you'd like to submit a recording of yourself uttering an islanderism like Tanya Nicole did to start this show. Email me at amj@isletunes.ca or give me a voicemail on 902-807-4250. Those contact methods hold if you want to send comments or suggestions, and you can also contact me through iTunes' socials. Like them and become an iTuner, and look out for the where to buy links I always provide for the artists I feature so you can snatch up their songs for your very own. This episode of iTunes was sponsored in part by Technomedia. Musical contribution to the iTunes theme by Kayla McCauley and John Hashem. Show concept by Rocky O'Neill. Coordination assistance by Jackie Robichaux. I'm Adam Michael James, and we'll do this all over again next Sunday when, if I have anything to do with it, I'll have a brand new interview with an island artist for you to stuff in your ears. Have a good 7 days, and remember, be good. And if you can't be good at it. See you next week, and thanks for listening, PEI.